start a while ago, that Camille was very, very impactful, and we'll see paired with that Riven.
Yeah.
Very interesting. What do you think?
Oh, but they're gonna go. I think they're gonna go for the Jarvan. This is one of those picks that I don't usually see for Fate on the jungle. But if this is gonna go for Idaf on the mid lane, might be possible for them to change it or swap it in the mid lane because it is in the champion pool of Idaf. But now we're gonna go to the other side. It's really looking scattered. Yung nakikita ko din sa side ng check ping age mo, it's really scattered. But still, if they go for a good set coming in from the hero's entrance, possible na maganda yung team fighting nitong team composition nila dito.
That's true, and they're also hovering over that action right there, but it seems like not a lot of tankiness coming in on both teams right here. There's only like one main bruiser, but as I was saying, ayun yung Vi nga
there you
na
go.
pick na, but the Jarvan and Vi will be those two parang bouncers nila, and the Galio will be there. Oh, but Mirmo, okay. Yun nga, sabi nga, yung Timo ni Mirmo medyo nakakatakot, but there he goes. He just trolls a little bit, but goes in for that Corki right there. But seeing how they pick their 5 members here, what do you think, Dash? What's their gameplay? Who's gonna go for the pokes? Who's gonna go for the engage?
Yeah, there's no dedicated front line on the side of check-ping HMO, but it is a very well-rounded team. Honestly, they have a lot of mixed damages, and also with Galio supporting them, hindi nila kailangan talaga ng frontline because the hero's entrance could actually save them up if ever. And DR Esports na nakikita ko sa composition nila, wala silang AP, which might be detrimental later on in the game. But if they can finish this early, pwedeng gawin ng team composition nila yun. So with the Varus doing damage early on, with the pokes, most likely yun yung build na gagawin niya, it's possible for them to go for a fast game. But if tumagal to, I think check-ping HMO has a bigger advantage here.
Yeah, that is very, very true. But speaking of, a while ago yung sa lounge natin, si maintenance guy may sinabing very interesting. May narinig daw siya about si check-ping HMO. So, very interesting to see here. Sana kung mag-champion sila, mayroon silang reveal. But there we go. The names of their members are actually, yung isa, si Riven, naka-Korean. Tapos yung isa naman, Chinese. So, international tayo dito. But here we go. As we're starting this game off, we're seeing what seems to be a normal start to there. Camille will start to go back against that Riven right here, but so far just a normal vanilla start. No invades are happening.
Yeah, very characteristic talaga dito yung pick ni Mirmo kasi usually Mirmo goes in for those champions na could actually carry hard in the game, but mid lane though.
Yup, just a little bit of teasing here. Edaf trying to get that level 1 Ziggs here. Will have enough cooldown right there. Dragon Strike will not be able to land on that flag. Will tease them a little bit to a death, but it's not enough. Level 2 pa lang. Not a lot of damage in the side of on the side of that Jarvan rather. Pero so far seems like that Rengar will be pathing towards bot in a bit.
Yep, and good actually dito for the side of DR Esports. They are able to burn some summoner spells. They now have no 2 barriers on both of the carries. Mid lane and bot lane, they don't have that. But flag and drag on the mid lane.
Oh, the flash wasn't able to connect as Jarvan will fall. Oh my goodness, Rengar will take it here. Fate will not be able to damage enough, right? That was a little bit close right here as the flashes will come in. Galio will get the kill onto Varus. And wow, 2-0 so far early on. 1 minute 40 seconds. That's a quick one right there.
Yeah, I like check-ping HMO's gameplay. They are really capitalizing on the mistakes done. The rotation in the mid lane, they knew that Rox was not on the bot side. That's why they went in, fought with Gospel, got the kill also. Even though they lost some summoner spells a while ago, they have the good trigger discipline with this team composition.
Yep, Adaf here will be experiencing a little bit of a deficit, right? It's unfortunate, and ayun na nga, yung Ziggs natin will be fully equipped to handle him. He has the sustain now to go against that Jarvan, who has that annoying poke.
Yeah, that is really good, especially back then when Jarvan is still actually he's better in the jungle, but now in the mid lane, he is a really good lane bully, really good lane bully in the mid lane, and that's why he's just going forward, going with the gank in the mid lane though.
Yep, here we go. They're going for the three-man gang there onto Ziggs. Sabi niya, pinatay mo ako kanina? Hindi, ako naman ngayon. And there we go. But they're leaving out that Riven to free farm up top. But with how fast-paced Checkping Age Mo are going, it's pretty weird to see that they didn't allocate some members to go with that Ziggs right there. So here we go. They tried to equalize it. Now the money's still pretty close with that kill down in Ziggs there. So what do you think, Dash?
Yeah, good investments on the side of DR Esports. Was able to at least get the shot down. I mean, get a kill in the mid lane just to get back against the members of Checkping Age More. Right now, it's still going really easily, very stable with the gold. And later on, makikita natin yung disparity after the next objective in 30 seconds. It will come out. Most likely, based on what we're seeing right now, it's a good advantage on the side of Checkping Age Mo if they go for the fight here because they have a lot more AoE. So what they want here on the side of DR Esports is pick one before they go for the engage.
That's true, but with these objectives coming up, we want to see those backs right there getting a bit of that item upgrades just so they can fight the skirmishes that may be happening on the objectives right there. But Dear Devil will just leave a ward and will not be able to possibly fight this as the Rengar and that Riven are moving towards that Rift Herald. Pero Infernal Drake to eh. Yun yung manamis na miss, yun yung gusto mong makuha eh. That's, as you were saying, like, it's always gonna be free stats, right?
Yeah, it doesn't want free stats if you go for the Infernal Drake, but I think they went in for the smarter route here on this side of Checkping Age Mo. They went into the Rift Herald to force a reaction, but here comes the reaction though.
But there we go, Rengar will be able to get a Rift Herald, but there's so many things happening. Galio will be going on top of that here. But here we go, Rengar will get the kill. DR are now running away as the Jarvan will try to go and try to engage right here. It's going to be a 5v4 situation. Jana will get the kill though, and Edaf will try to go in, get a kill before he dies. Now it's going to be a 3v3, but Jana will activate her ultimate just to get Mirmo away and will run away with just a sliver of health.
That was good play coming in from Checkping Age Mo, but in the end, it was able to be traded by the side of DR. They were able to get the Rift Herald though, which would give them some plates in the mid lane, most likely a tower if ever. So that's good plays from them. And now they still have the advantage when it comes to the positioning when they go for that next objective, which is the Infernal Drake, just because the Rift Herald was able to put down a tower in the mid lane.
That's true. Kasama pa ng satchel charge, sobrang worth pala to go for that Rift Herald. So that's the thing that's the tactic they're trying to go for, to get the early Rift Herald, get that first tower gold, get those platings, and now they have so much pressure and so much gold to go on top of this Infernal Drake.
Yeah, they took the pressure out from EDAP in the mid lane. That's why they took out the tower in the mid lane, just so it would be easier for the Ziggs to farm out later on. So they're really posturing on this Infernal Drake. Ayaw talaga nilang ibigay dun sa kabila dahil, you know, Infernal Drake is one of the best that players really want to get every time. But now, it comes down to whoever pulls the trigger first. Because based on the team composition also pala inside ng DR Esports, if they want someone to pull the trigger then on the side, so whoever pulls the trigger first most likely loses. Kasi nga, they all have a lot of ways to disengage from the fight. Kanina nakita natin, I would say Lods just went in with the hero's entrance, but I think the fight is coming in.
Oh, but there we go. The Mega Inferno Bomb actually got a bunch of that damage there, which allowed the smite to happen at the J4, trying to get some kills, even though they didn't get the Infernal Drake. Here we go. Objectives are running in. Diana Rose will run away, will get the smite, but will run back. Hero's entrance will go. Edaf will be knocked up, but Diana Rose still running away. Here we go. J4 will find him, and ER Fate will get the last one, and now they go 2 for 0 there. Actually, 2 for 1, as that Infernal Drake was worth their 2 lives.
Yeah, DR Esports was able to capitalize on the low HP numbers on the side of Checkping Age Mo. Good play coming in from their side, but now with this, it's really hard to put someone in mid lane right now because it's really early in the game. 7 minutes in the game, parang ang hirap mag-solo dun sa lane na wala kang tower. So they are really putting in an effort. Devil J is even having a hard time staying in mid lane just because there's really a lot of threat. Especially they have a Rengar for a jungle on the side of Checkping Age Mo. It's not gonna be easy for them to go for this.
That's very, very true. And I think what the Checkping Agemo is really trying to do at the start is get those objectives, get the early gold lead, especially with that Ziggs, right? That Ziggs who can just mow down those towers. It's so annoying. And they put on the
Yeah.
pressure. They do have some champs for the early game, some champs for the late game. So it's quite balanced compared to DR Esports, who are
Yeah.
probably more of that later game, especially with that Varus very, very strong in the late game.
Yeah, if Varus went in for a very DPS build, that would have been good, but he went for the full build. So most likely he's gonna have a hard time later on in the game. So
Oh.
Devil J is the only one
Yeah.
that is for the late game for this team. So what they want to do is fasten it up. They have a deadline because they have a lot of, because Checkping HMO has a lot of late game champions in their banks. There's a Riven, there's a Corki also that is very destructive in the late game, especially Dispatch. Now, at least they were able to take down a tower in the bot lane.
But here we go. We're just waiting for the objectives. They seem to not really fight in skirmishes before objectives. But as I was saying, Vi will try to go there. The Galio tries to flash away, but Jarvan will come close. He does have that Cataclysm, but will be able to hold that thought because he won't need to. He does have three of his teammates there. That was a 4-man tower dive, and Mirmo and Diana Rose were too late and couldn't help it. But here we go. Another dive. Mirmo caught out, has no health, but the end up will not land the Cataclysm as he flashes out, but will be saved by that Janna ult. But there we go. 1-0. No casualties for the side of DR Esports.
That is actually good for the side of DR Esports, but still, they're going for a fight in the top lane. They're still not done.
Oh! Grabe si Diana Rose. Medyo, medyo matapang tawag doon. Matapang.
Yeah.
Tries to go for a kill there, but eventually had Diana Rose's life flash right before him. No, very, very scary happenings here. But so far, the gold lead is in favor for DR Esports. But the objective game is up for Checkping Agemo. So this is quite an impasse that we have, as 3 seconds lang before that the spawn right there on Baron, and 24 seconds before that Ocean Drake. So Ocean Drake will be very, very helpful, as yun nga sabi mo, Varus will be a poker. No? So they want that Ocean Drake to sustain those pokes. They want to go against those pokes as well.
And now with DR Esports, what they want to do is, right now, feel ko, hindi pa nila kaya mag-Baron. So most likely, if ever a Baron play comes out, it's gonna be on the side of Checkping HMO kasi they have a dedicated ADC who has a lot of DPS. On the other side, they only have pokes. They only have burst. So it will be hard for them to go for this, but the Ocean Drake is being taken now.
Ano naman, DR will try to go for a steal right here, but he is not successful, and he will give his life. But no, Mega Inferno Bomb will be able to stop the traps right there. Mimu will have that Zhonya's up and will try to run away. But there we go. Hero's Entrance will go. Varus will find a kill onto that, onto Mirmu rather, as I would say, Lodge will try to run away, but will be sniped by the Varus. Pew! Grabe, American Sniper. Kalma.
Yeah, a good 2 for 0 on the side of DR Esports, but they're still not done.
Oh, they are not done, as Camille will try to pick off one. But no, Vi will actually be falling as she tries to go for a kill, but is not well equipped to fight against that. As Camille will get a kill before... What? Before dying? Or? Okay. Kalma.
Yeah, I thought...
Kala ko 1v3, i-John niya pa yun eh, no?
Yeah, he was able to get a 1 at least, and that's what's important with that play coming in from their side. They were able to get a 3-4-1 during that big fight na hindi natapos kanina. So, now the next objective na tinitignan nila dito, most likely they want to put down towers on the side of DR Esports. They know they have the advantages with the fights, kaya they are always taking these fights against them. I would say Lod's trying to fight out with the Edda.
Yep, head off, and they're trying to go possibly for a tower dive right here, but Diana Rose will fall too low for the first attack, since ayaw ni Diana Rose mag-tank ng tower shots. But here, the reverse is happening. They're trying to go for them now, but wala. They stopped it. Riven though, dami talagang, look at the cash on Riven, even though no kills on Riven, does have a lot of money, but the Baron, cheeky Baron here, they don't have enough damage for this, as they do fall, their lives are flashing right before them, and now, thank you for the leash, question mark.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They can't take this Baron, and now there comes a fight though. Oh, and one
Oh
fell
my
down
gosh.
already.
Mega Infernal Bomb will find him, but the Janna will try to go
Oh,
away for it. But here we go. Flashy plays. Dear Gospel caught out the the satchel
oh
will get
no.
him. Riven from the back will have that ult up and will just slice and dice and kill the members of DR Esports. And now 3 deaths to 1. This will possibly be a Baron for them. But si Edaf, the jungler, will be able to smite it because sino ba namatay?
Oh, Edaf.
Si Tiana Rose. Oh,
Edaf.
pero nothing's happening. Edaf will try to go too early in. I think he's going too early in. I guess narinig
Oh
niya
no.
may mga teleports si Devil. Devil will try to go for Mirmo and will finish him off. And now the turned half tables. I would say Lods will also fall. And it's going to be 5 members up for DR Esports, which will possibly be a Baron for them.
Oh yeah. And now they're again taking the Baron. At a 3v5, it could be possible that this is a good call, but they don't have enough damage to do this, honestly. They can just get hooked, and most likely a fight is gonna happen, and here comes the Riven.
Uy, ang sakit naman ng Mega Inferno Bomb here, and the Riven will try to go for that Camille right here. Ang daming nangyayari. Rengar will get a kill, and 600 life on Baron will get that smite out, and oh my goodness gracious, Riven will finish them off clean up on aisle 6, but here we go. The top laners are gonna go fight 1 versus 1, but Riven wants to save that Baron buff right there as a hero's entrance will go and save Riven, right? Because syempre talo yung Camille doon, but you want to be saving that Baron buff. Really great play coming in from Tiana Rose. Got that Baron with a smite, and now Checkping Agemo are up 3k and are up 2 dragons, and now the Baron. This is quite insane.
This is what I was saying. They shouldn't be taking the Baron or calling for a Baron on the side of DR Esports because they don't have enough damage. They don't have the DPS they need for them to go for that. If that was the call coming in from Checkping H, but that could have been better. They could just went in for a fight. They have a lot of team fighting prowess, but now slowly, everyone's going down on the side of DR Esports. Is slowly transitioning to the mid game, and most of their burst damage aren't really there at this point. So what they want to do is go for picks first before they go on for a full fight against the members of Checkping H.
That's true. Now they have that Baron buff ready for the ready for some pressure down in top as well as they're in mid lane. But here we go, Riven trying to go for that 1v1. Medyo nagalit siya kanina eh. Medyo talo siya kanina sa 1v1. So we don't v1 yet with the help of that Galio as well as the Rengar. No, rather it's a Rengar only. But here we go, they're now open to get that buff right here. But there's so many things happening here. Rai will go and get a kill, but will be traded out. Janna will use that ultimate right there. But Corky will try to spray and pray some health right there. 200 health on that tower will fall, and now I'm guessing an easy dragon for them if they want to, right?
Yeah, it's a good take back on the side of Checkping HMO. They were able to take a lot of towers down, which would make it easier for them to get this Cloud Drake. And that's basically what they want, honestly. They want to go in and out of fights really fast. That's why they picked the Galio. That's why meron silang heroes entrance on their side there. But now, with this, if the Cloud Drake is gonna get taken, they can do just that with their team composition. But based on what I'm seeing, I think DR Esports, mas kailangan nila to eh. Kasi sila yung mga gusto lagi mag-clash. But at this point, na nakuha na to ng Checkping H mo, na-deny na nila yun, and it would be easier for Tiana Rose to go for picks. Lalo-lalo na, he is really good itemized right now.
Yep. Every single objective has been taken by Checkping Agemo so far. That's how much control they've had over this map right here, especially with how they play using what seems to be a peculiar comp, no?
Yeah.
It has been working for them in terms of objectives, and it's how they will use those objectives, those buffs that they received against their esports comp, which is for me better in clashing.
Yeah, I think really if they want to go for clashes and the Baron is gonna come out later on, I think here Esports needs to hold this off. They just need them to at least lower the HP while taking the Baron, then go for the pounce. That's really what they are good for as a team, and they still have rocks to help them out. If ever makapasok sa Tiana Rose, it's gonna be an easy monsoon. Really, isang back and forth lang to for DR Esports. They still have a chance for this fight because At this point, 17 minutes in the game, the death timers are gonna be deadly, and if makuha pa nila yung Baron, it would be really bad.
But Tiana Rose locked in that Cataclysm. Satchel's trying to help him out, but Mirmu and Fate will run away. Hero's Entrance will be popped, and will be caught in it. The Guardian Angel will be popped, but here we go. It's gonna be a 5 versus 4 as the Riven still bottom lane. There we go. Camille trying to go in. Riven will pop that TP, and now Camille will get a kill. Oh my goodness gracious. DR Esports are falling like flies.
Oh no, they all fell down. That was a 4-for-1 for the trade for Mirmo. 40 seconds in the death timers, and most likely they have the damage to go for the end here on the side of Checkping H1. That was a really, really good play from their side, and this is going to be the last one.
Yes, sir. And here we go. What a spectacular Baron bait, turning into some kills, turning into a TP, turning into